In making wine or beer, the density of the mixture, measured by floating a little scale called a hydrometer in the water, tells how much sugar, alcohol, and water are in the mix at any given time. The density test can also tell you how fresh your eggs are. Place an egg in water, then dissolve measured amounts of salt into the water until the egg floats. A bad egg will float right away. You may notice at a party that some cans of soda in a tub of ice water float, while others sink. This is caused by density. Sodas with sugar in them are at the bottom, and diet sodas are at the top. As an interesting experiment, place a diet soda can in a glass container large enough for it to float. Then place a small plastic cup on top. Slowly, fill the cup with sugar until the can sinks. You might be amazed at how much sugar it takes to sink the can. There's at least that much sugar in the sodas that sink, but probably more. Another place where density comes into play in the kitchen is in making hard-boiled eggs. The yolk of an egg contains fats and oils and is thus less dense than the white of the egg. This means that if left to itself, the yolk inside will float to the top of the egg and thus be off-center when the egg is cut in half for deviled eggs or sliced into a salad. To keep the yolk centered, the eggs must be turned frequently while being cooked, keeping the yolk away from the shell. Since the white of the egg cooks on the outside first, where it's closer to the boiling water, the yolk that is turned often will not be able to get past the hardening white and will end up centered. Calorie estimation. Some things are easy to measure. Not all cooks have kitchen scales, so many recipes, especially in the United States, call for easy volume measurements. But some things you might care about, such as how many calories are in the food you are making, might at first seem hard to measure at home. But with a little thought, estimating calories isn't that difficult. As a general rule, proteins and carbohydrates have about 4 calories per gram, while fat has about 9. You can separate the ingredients by whether they are fats or not, weigh them, and then multiply. Or you can estimate by eye what percentage of the recipe is fats, and pick a number between 4 and 9 that matches the estimate. A little adjustment for water content, and you have a good guess at the number of calories in the food. A Hostess Twinkie says on the label that it has 4.5 grams of fat, that's 40.5 calories, and 27 grams of carbohydrates, which is 108 calories, for a total of 148.5 calories. One Twinkie weighs 43 grams, and the label says it has 150 calories, so about 3.5 calories per gram. Let's take a look at some other popular foods. Beef jerky, 116 calories and 28 grams, or 4 calories per gram. Pork sausage, 95 calories and 28 grams, or 3.4 calories per gram. Air-popped popcorn, 31 calories and 8 grams, or 3.8 calories per gram. Butter, 70 calories and 10 grams, or 7 calories per gram. Bacon, 50 calories and 12 grams, or 4 calories per gram. Buttercream frosting, 100 calories and 26 grams, or 3.8 calories per gram. Enriched flour, 455 calories and 125 grams, or 3.6 calories per gram. Whole wheat bread, 70 calories and 28 grams, or 2.5 calories per gram. And a steak, about 2 calories per gram. What you determine from the previous examples is that until you get something like pure butter, most processed foods have between 3.5 to 4 calories per gram, about the same as pure sugar. Celery has 0.16 calories per gram, an apple has 0.5 calories per gram, and a carrot has 0.4 calories per gram. These foods are mostly water, so eat fruits and vegetables to fill yourself up if you are watching your calories. Steaks, chicken, pork chops. Even those have fewer calories per gram than popcorn or bread. But within about a factor of 2, you can simply weigh the food and figure 1,300 to 1,800 calories per pound.